Hi everybody, welcome back to Amber Marie and AZ. Of course, I am Amber Marie. If this is your first visit, thank you so much for joining me. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. I've had several new subscribers in the last couple of weeks, and I'm very excited. Couple of little personal news pieces for you guys. The hospital thing is getting crazier. My husband has been in and out twice because he was injured, attacked, but he is okay. My father-in-law has been in and out with kind of a cold that he's 80, folks. He's 80. He's okay. And my kids are doing okay, thank God. The puppies, we couldn't keep Jazzy, guys. Sorry. As cute as she was, we couldn't do it. She attacked every one of my Eskimos, and when she attacked Chrissy and tried to bite Chrissy, that was the end of it. Luckily, we have people across the street who have a Chihuahua and several Pomeranians, so she's fitting in beautifully over there, and we do get to see her and check up on her. She's doing great. She's super happy. She loves it. She's got one of her own kind there, and they get along really well. But she just couldn't stay here. So, I'm looking at Spirit, in case you're wondering. My baby big head. And this huge pile. Let me show you. You won't believe it otherwise. You just won't. I don't. Do you see that? That's today. That's today's video. Yeah. Here's Spirit, my baby big guy. And of course, Ladybug is hiding out over there. And you see a pile of stuff that I'm going through that is my mother-in-law's, or was my mother-in-law's. That are linens and things, pieces she crocheted, deciding what to do with what. So let's put you back in your little spot. There you go. So, the stitching stuff has been crazy. But I'm going to bring up one non-stitchy, non-knitty item that, yeah, that I found at Dollar Tree that I have just loved. I like mason jars, and they're so useful. It's crazy, and they're cute. And this one's really, really cute. And it's a cinnamon bun flavored candle, scented candle by Old Williamsburg Candle Company. And look, it's in a real mason jar. Is that not adorable? Look how tiny this thing is. It was $1, and it puts out a ton of scent. So if you spot this brand of candles, let me see if I can turn it right side up for you. There you go. Old Williamsburg, you'll see it along there. At your Dollar Tree, I strongly recommend these. Awesome amount of smell. Not overwhelming. Totally yummy. They're just wonderful. And now I'm going to light this silly thing. Because I want to. Oh, well, it is Sunday morning here. Normally, I don't do anything work-related or video-related on Sundays because that's my day to just let the world go. And it is October 21st. Yes, I had to look. It's been that month. With all these hospital visits and craziness, it's been that month. So, on an upcoming event that I have that I will show you and explain, because we're going to jump right into stuff that has shown up at my house, these incredible Stitchy kindnesses, and the amazing friends that came with them, thankfully, because they are just awesome ladies. And these came after I got to know these ladies, but they're just fabulous. But one of them and I are doing a stitch along, a sal, for a piece, and we are starting it, and the reason I'm looking at my book, October 27th, Saturday, October 27th. She lives in Northamptonshire, England. Northamptonshire. Okay, Donna Marie, I'm not sure how you pronounce that one. Her name is Donna Marie Dale, and she was a lady that I got to know through Stitching Donna's live stream. And she's just amazing. She's sweet. She's another redhead. Yay! We love us. But she's a very, very pretty girl. Single mom, 4 boys. She's just wonderful. Just wonderful. And she's one of 2 people I will be talking about today. And the second one is just going to make you go, oh. Okay, so, and Donna Marie makes me go, oh, because she's just so cute and sweet. And she's 4'11" like my grandma. It's adorable. It's really adorable. So, this week, yes, this is the right package. This and this. Do you see how huge that is? Huge. For cross-stitch stuff. That's big. These 2 things show up at my house. Now, I was made aware a couple of days ahead of time that something was coming from Bridget, who sent this from Indiana. No clue. It was all the stuff that came in this. But these awesome things, awesome, and I do mean awesome, showed up this past Wednesday, the 17th. Now I can put this silly book away. And they showed up on the same day. Now, Donna Marie, she's the only other person I know that is crazy about stitching wolves. Not as crazy about, like me, like I do a ton of wolves. But she does a few wolves, and sure, her stitching is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But she wanted to start a new Head, Heaven and Earth design. And knowing that I love to stitch wolves, I guess she decided that we should do this one together across the ocean. And it's absolutely wonderful. Here we are, folks. I hope you can see that well. I'm going to turn this light on behind here. It might not help much. It's a Little Red Riding Hood piece called Enchantment of the Wolf. I love this. And no, I'm not taking it out of the plastic until I need to. It's gorgeous. We are hoping to find other people who would like to do this with us. She's in England. Of course, I'm in the U.S. And we would love to find people in Ireland and Scotland and anywhere else that would like to join us. I'm sorry this notice is going out so late. However, doesn't matter when you join us. Just join us. Because it's going to take us a while to get this done. Because we're both working on other Hades. And I have another full coverage going as well, which you are just going to be amazed by. So, Donna Marie, thank you so much. This is so awesome. So awesome. I love it. In this package, the big box thing, huge, right? Was stuff I just was blown away. Blown away. Let me show you the stuff, because there's a lot to grab, as you can see. But when I first opened the box, and yes, I called her to open it with her because it was just so much fun that way. When I first opened the box, I see Bit of Honeys, yummy, my dad's favorite candy, and I love them. And something I haven't had in a long time because they're hard to get here for some odd reason. Cinnamon discs. But then I saw something so sweet. Bridget knows how much I love my puppies. She knows. And I'm getting sniffing right now because he wants one of what's in the bag. She sent these that you can see my puppies have loved. Bridget loved. You have no clue. They love them. And those, which they love. As you can see, there's like one more serving left. And if I don't open the bag, I'm probably going to get eaten in my sleep. So, I see those, and the babies go nuts because they're just so excited. There's a goodie in the bag waiting for them. They were so excited. I only have the 2 in here right now. Usually, when they hear the bag, they all come running. Not today. Chrissy has not been feeling well. And we've been really, really, really worried. She's perking up, though. So, thankfully. There we go. Okay. So then, the piece I was expecting. Now, this piece is how I met Bridget. Bridget is a member of my Friday Off the Grid group. And she had put a post up that she wanted to know where she could go to give away a couple of pieces that she had started and orphaned, so to speak. She realized that she was never going to finish them. This one she had lost all interest in. The other one was on 1/1 on 28 count, and she just, believe me, from personal experience, that's a lot to sit and look at for hours on end, and it becomes daunting. I've got 2 pieces I'm doing like that. Spirit Wolf and Gaze are on 1/1 full cross on 28. Full coverage. That's a lot of work. But I asked her, what were they? And she sent me a picture of them. And this one struck my heart. And all I did was explain that it was really beautiful. That my dad was part Cherokee, and I'm an Arizona girl, and I love wolves, and I've been riding horses my whole life. She didn't know at the time that I grew up with my dad having images of white buffalo in our living room because it's a part of his nation's belief, his native nation. She offered to send it to me, guys. And she not only sent it, she sent, of course, the pattern, the fabric that she had already started stitching it, and as much of the threads as she had, but she also sent the Krynic, which is really hard for me to get here. Really hard, because I don't have a stitchy place anywhere near me. Nowhere near me. So that was amazing. And then I find these. My daughter is a lover of unicorns, and my husband and daughter are Irish. So Sarah's unicorn that she wants so badly, and you will soon hear the story of why she sent me unicorn stuff. It's really very cute. But the leprechaun thing for them. And something on here that's really awesome for me. I gotta flip it back around. The phoenix. My home. Phoenix. And I've never seen a pretty phoenix before. But I love this one, Bridget. I love this one. And I didn't get a chance to tell you that. I absolutely love it. She also sent me some wonderful, older, obviously out of print, cross-stitch magazines. She knows I'm a quilter. So she sent stitching quilt patterns, which are stunning. And yes, I will eventually get to doing these. Probably this winter. And another one with a quilt in it that is absolutely gorgeous. And I don't even know all of what's in it. But it's patterns for Anne's cloth, which is the Afghans. What she didn't know is I do have one I've never stitched on. So this will definitely get some love. She knows that my family is Navy, myself included, and she sent me an issue with patriotic stuff. I love this sampler, Bridget. Love it. I have been collecting teddy bear stuff since I was a little girl. I love this. And my first Prairie Schooler patterns. It's called A Prairie Year. It's book number 13. And it's got, of course, my pumpkin and a turkey, because that's my favorite. I love turkey for eating. And this patriotic heart, which I love. And a basket of roses, which is my birthday flower. Aren't they beautiful? So I will eventually do those. But the biggest reason she sent these was this magazine. The piece on this cover. When we were going through my mother-in-law's things recently, I found this beautiful imported Irish linen tablecloth. I had already found, as you see, it's got this beautiful cutwork edging. Isn't that gorgeous? And it was in her stitching thing, so I guess that she wanted to embroider the set. I never got to. Well, Marilyn made cornucopias and sold them at craft fairs. And I couldn't find a cornucopia pattern that I liked. And that was my idea. Let's put a cornucopia on it to honor her for my husband. because the two of them were very close. Bridget had an awesome one, and she sent it to me. That is perfect. So that will be going on the tablecloth, and then on our table every year. And it had some cute, really pretty accompanying pieces to it, as you can see on the back here, where that will be great for the napkins of, you know, apple, banana stuff, and pumpkins. I love pumpkins. I do, because I love autumn. See? We don't really have autumn here. We did for a whole week. Now we're back in the 80s and 90s. It sucks. So back to the unicorn pattern. And the last thing that I saw in there, I had no clue. Brain dead, right? She had to explain to me why she did it. I see all these beautiful ribbons tied prettily around. Let me put it right side up. This fabric. Unicorns, right? Sparkly, gorgeous unicorns. I am not thinking straight that day, I guess. So I opened it up and I started crying. Inside was this. My first two project bags. I love them, by the way. And inside of that package, this is what made me cry. There's a pattern I wanted for 10 years, and it didn't look like I was ever going to get to have it. And my first American Eskimo, Snowy, passed away 2.5 years ago. He had been an AKC Grand Champion show dog before I got him. And I have a picture that I wish I knew how to insert things into my videos that is of him sitting like this. And this, I posted it on Friday Off the Grid and on my Celtic group and my Full Coverage Fanatics group, side by side, so everybody could see why this pattern meant everything to me. The reason for all the unicorns, that was my unicorn pattern. Only Bridget had it and was never going to stitch it and sent it to me with the fabric and all the threads. I'm trying not to cry again. This was the most amazing gift someone could have given me, ever. Because I miss my pretty boy so much every day. So much. And I bought a Q-snap once, and I gave it to a student that I was teaching to stitch. Because my arthritis, I just couldn't hold the thing up. But here is the start on, it's actually called Spring Break. And it's by Custom Crafts Inc. But we just call it Snowy. That's what we girls refer to it as. Donna Marie and Bridget and I refer to this as Snowy, because it is my snowy pattern. Thank you. I caught light where you can see there's green all through here and gray and a little bit of black and mostly 823. So very deep navy blue. I love this piece. This was my tribute piece to the three of them. This is my tribute piece to him specifically. And someday, I hope to find a way to have my favorite pictures of Snowy, Frosty, and Chrissy turned into cross-stitch patterns. But this looks so much like him. It's almost eerie. And it's wonderful. So this was a new start. And the grime guard she sent me is all love stuff. It's so awesome. You all would have laughed so hard seeing me try to learn to load a Q-snap. I had to watch a video. Okay, I'm super intelligent, but I couldn't get this thing to, because I'm up in the corner. It's a corner start. And this is an 11 by 14 finished piece. So it's not a small piece by any means. Yeah. Excuse the language, folks, but my dad's favorite expression for things like watching me try to do that was that it was like watching a monkey try to fuck a football. And that's basically what it was. It was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. It was just sad. Funny, sad, but I got it. Now I'm good. Now I can do it anytime I want. And that's what was in the package. Now, Bridget lives in Indiana, and it's cold, and I knit, and so I'm making her some socks. And I let her choose between 2 yarns, and she likes teals and purples like me. And she chose this beautiful yarn, which has the teal and the purple and all the colors of autumn in it. And this is going to be her new socks. I put that in here now so I don't forget later. Now, I had another start and finish. I had seen a pin on Pinterest. I wanted something autumny, Halloween-y. But it was a free pattern, but I couldn't read the doggone thing. It was so fuzzy because the only electronic I have is my phone and my TV. That's it. And it's not a smart TV, so I can't blast stuff off to there so it looks bigger and I can see the darn stuff. No. I'm lucky it's an LED or LCD, whatever the heck they're called. Anyway, so I was just kind of making it up as I went along. But I think it turned out beautifully. And I stitched this with DMC 51 and DMC 94. And I think it turned out wonderfully. Now, I am seriously considering going in and adding some more tendrils. I tried doing it in beads, but I didn't like the colors of the beads. And the beads that I like for the pumpkins that I wanted to add, I can't find in little seed beads. And this is 18 count Ada, so 11-aught beads are way too big. But I may add some greenery around the outside edge here before I figure out how to FFO this. And no, I did not FFO a darn thing this week, and I'm not going to. So, then I started to... I've not done this in many years, so please bear with me. I started to design a piece. Now, this was all before I got the packages. So, needless to say, this is sitting on hold for a little while. Except when I just need a break from reading full coverage, because the chart for spring break is in color, and it's so hard to read, except during the day. It's the only time you can really see the dark colors. The puppy part of the stitching will be wonderful, but the background is dark, very dark. So I started designing this. And this is part of a coffee cup that my sweet friend Bridget knew I wanted to do a coffee cup, so she has picked to pat, and she put it in and decided to help me out with that. So this is now mine and Bridget's design. And this beautiful thread up here that you see that variegates from turquoisey teal to very pretty purple is the gorgeous thread that Amanda Lindo made for me. Lindo. I've never found out how to pronounce it, Amanda. I'm so sorry. She had made that and sent it to me. And I was looking for something that was my own design to put it in. And there it is. And it shows up so pretty on the black. It's so much prettier in person. Believe me, I hope it shows up good on camera. But it's really gorgeous in person. So, yep. I am designing again. It's been a long time. And this, I'm not in a hurry on it at all. I'm not. I have other things to be stitching. I had considered starting this. And I'm going to pull it out and show it to you because it's really cute. But, no. I have way too much going on right now. So this will wait until next year. Or the year after. Or whichever. Because this thing has, like, 700 freaking tiny little beads in it. I should have known by Mill Hill. But I've had it for like 8 years, guys. So that goes on that file. Nope, there's nothing else in that one. I'm telling you, there's been a lot of stitching. Now, for my needle points, I made a little bit more progress on this, as you can see in the curtain, but that's about it. But this one, before my packages came, got a ton of progress. The reason is this. Someone on Friday Off the Grid let me know that there is a really neat story behind this needlepoint canvas. And I've sent the name of the artist to Mary Rose at Stitch Bliss Corner. And because I would love for her to give us one of her segments on this artist. And I'm hoping she does. Okay, take a breath, right? The lady who let me know the information was Kerry William Fisher. Okay? And it turns out that this was a painting by a very well-known artist in Tucson who passed away in 1982. This original painting was done in 1972, and then they eventually converted it to some needlepoint canvas. There's a museum in Scottsdale for this artist and a museum in Tucson. And his name, because I'm going through page after page after page of things, of course, you see how that works, right? Okay, is Ted DeGrazia. Okay, he went by Ted, even though his real name was Ettore, but Ted DeGrazia. And I got a lot done. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the children's outfits complete out of 7, and half of another one done, and 2 more kids' outfits to go, and the saguaro is complete other than the flowers at the top. Let me put something behind this. You have some shot at seeing it. There you go. It is called Saguaro Dancers. Appropriately named. So, there's that. So you now know I will have another Haid starting this week. Yeah, in 6 days. And I'm going to have another new start so that I can catch up with Bridget and do a Sal with Bridget. I have for a long time wanted to do the Bothy Threads Alice in Wonderland. Nope, couldn't do it. I got it. So I'm finally going to get to, after 8 years of this sitting in my stash, I will finally get to use this beautiful iridescent sparkle, which I really hope shows up on camera a little, purple fabric. It is an 18 count Aida. I can tell by looking at it. And I will finally get to stitch on that. That may be started today, because I could kind of use a break with the headache I've got from reading Snowy's chart. But we'll see. I don't know if I can stay away from Snowy for a day. I just don't. So I showed you this will be Bridget's socks. My dearest friend in the world, Rosie, is also getting a pair of socks. Because every year for Christmas I knit her something. But I don't feel like looking for the yarn right now. Sorry. It's a variegated kind of grade purple and blue deal. Now, the blanket I'm knitting for our friend's 4-year-old. You saw this much pink last time. I knit this during time TV is what I do. See? We're on to the purple. The first stripe of pink is in. We're on to the purple. Simple garter stitch, guys. She's 4. If she puts her feet in this and stretches it out, it's okay. It will recover when you wash it. Awesome stuff. Super soft. You can see it's got a beautiful drape when it's knitted. Love Caron Simply Soft yarn for kids and for blankets, period. It's just lovely to work with. It's soft. It doesn't pill up. It's wonderful. Almost done, guys. It's a long one. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And I didn't even tell you a bunch of detail about the family. So, my purchases this week, I got, before I got all these packages, was or this last 2 weeks, it was at the beginning of October, was a big 1 yard roll of 18 count Aida, which if you want to do fractional stitches on something, if you have fractional stitches in something and you want to work on Aida, go to Hobby Lobby and get their brand of Aida. If there are no fractionals in it, I do not advise doing that, because it wants to shift the thread and it's a pain. It's very thin and soft, but not super soft. Once you wash it, it becomes super soft. But nonetheless, it's a pain, folks. Truly a pain. And I got some new DMCs. Of course, you know me, they're going to be variegated. I don't do a lot of variegated, so if I was going to acquire anything, it was going to be something a little different. And the remaining few thread colors that I needed to finish Swirl Dancers. And I got a couple of their silky threads because I don't mind working with them, and these colors are awesome. You can see those are the silky ones. These are Artiste brand. So these two are Hobby Lobby's brand, but they're really gorgeous. And DMC, I couldn't find anything like those. Now, in the DMC, I guess this is their equivalent to water lilies, from what I understand. These two are to two of their shades of water lilies. I know this one is. I think the other one is as well. This is number 4040. And yes, everything I own has white puppy hair on it. I don't care. They make my life happy, so it works for me. I own a lot of lint rollers, and I should just own stock in lint rollers. And this is 4215, which I understand is another water lily shade. And it has wrapped itself around a regular variegated. And I think this is one of that line as well. I could very well be wrong. This is number 4240. So that if you're not getting a good view, you can actually look it up. I'm telling you the numbers. And then to do a reindeer Christmas piece, I'm going to do just a little stitch. It's little, very small. I got a few others. I got DMC 105, a pretty brown variegated. This one I got just because I think it's awesome, and it goes with something I'm doing. 4514. I love that variegation. Love it, love it, love it. And this one will be awesome for something for my daughter, Sarah. 4507. Because she loves all things rainbow. That's my kid. 4045. For some green variegations for some of these autumny and Halloweeny pieces. Number 67. Blue variegations for Christmas stuff. 92, because I couldn't decide between 92 and 94 for that pumpkin. So, if I put greenery around it, I may add this one. These are for Swirl Dancer, for one of the children. And number 762 for a snowflake piece I'm going to do. Because, of course, I have a snowflake. And we don't have snow here, so every once in a while I like to see snow. And the only way I can is to stitch it. And I think that is it this week. Let's see. Oh, no, one more thing. Spirit Wolf. Can't believe I'm sitting here and my brain went, durr. But, so I had started page 2. You guys, I don't think were aware of that. But I did. I started page 2 for the Celtic Witch Hunt on Cross Stitch Celtic League. And then I ended up doing a bunch of other stuff to add to the stitch count. So, but here's my progress on page 2. Let's see, put the fabric up here. There we go. You can see the first row of grids and a bunch of other stuff down here. And the thread waiting for me to finish putting it in today. And the puppy hair on it. Like I said, I own a lot of lint rollers. So, yes, I work strangely long pieces of thread. But it's because I'm a quilter. And I know how to work them like this, or the needle's up here, and you're coming out on it as you go, and I don't have a bunch of tangling problems. So, less stops and starts on a full coverage is much easier. Much easier. But guys, that is, as far as I know, it in my Stitchy world. Nobody, absolutely nobody, asked for the little pattern. Autumn Harvest by JBW Designs. So I'm going to show it again, guys, in case anybody wants it. Just let me know and I'll pop it in an envelope and send it. It's no big deal. It's a very sweet little prim design. I really enjoyed stitching it twice already, and my daughter wants me to do it once more for her boyfriend's mom. So, that's like a one-day stitch for me. It's no big deal. One day. I can do it. And that's if I do it. Because I have other things that are taking precedent, as you see here. I have Snowy, and I have Spirit Wolf. I have another Hate beginning, and Alice in Wonderland starting. I have never had so many cycling. But I want to stitch along with my friends. Now that I have stitchy friends that I love talking to every single day, I have a great time with them. I want to stitch with them. So I'm going to catch up to Bridget, and then we can stitch that after she finishes her Thomas the Turkey. And I want to stitch with Donna Marie because we both love wolves, and I love them both very much. Oh, and this was the pumpkin colors, DMC 51 and DMC, yep, 94. Those are the ones I ended up choosing. I need to get more of this. As you can see, it's almost gone. I really like it. I'm not an orange person either, but I love pumpkins. I do. And of course, I got 2 new packages of my DMC needles. Someday I hope to get one of those ball end needles and try it. I guess one of the brands is Stitchy Pop. I don't know. They just seem ridiculously priced to me for a needle. But I do stitch a lot of even weaves, so who knows. At any rate, that's pretty much it. You got to see 2 of the babies today, and lots of stitching and amazing kindnesses by 2 wonderful friends. Bridget and Donna Marie, thank you so very much. I literally cried. Literally, and I'm not a crier. So, other than that, I am sick. I have a bit of a cold, and so I am not up out of bed much at all. And so stitching is keeping me sane. Along with the puppies. I hope you all have a wonderful stitchy couple of weeks, because I seem to do these every other week. Probably because I figure I'd bore you guys otherwise. And my thoughts and prayers are with all of you, and I hope that everything goes very well for all of you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you guys more. Check out Linda Kleinst. Her whips right now are just absolutely gorgeous. She's doing a piece for her local library that was just built, and it's wonderful. So please check her out. She's absolutely a sweet lady. I love her very much. She's very, very nice. And I love when I hear from her. And from all of you, it just cheers up my day every time I see a comment. But at that, you all have a wonderful couple of stitchy weeks, or a week, depending on how much I have to show, and then I will do another video. Bye.